Nnamdi Kanu admitted inciting public to attack police, witness tells court. If you are new here, please subscribe to our channel for more updates. The news in detail. A federal high court in Abuja heard on Tuesday how the self-acclaimed leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, admitted operating an illegal radio station and inciting members of the public to attack police officers. An official of the Department of the State Services (DSS) said this while testifying as the second prosecution witness (PWT) in Kanu's ongoing terrorism trial before Justice James Omotosho. The witness, identified with the acronym BBB, testified behind the screen provided by the court. He said Kanu confirmed his activities while giving his statement. Led in evidence by prosecuting lawyer Adegboyega Owomolo SAN, BBB said that beside being the leader of the prescribed IPOB, Kanu is the founder of the Eastern Security Network (ESN), the armed wing of IPOB. The witness said Kanu also operated an illegal radio station which broadcast on frequencies 102.1 FM and 88.0 FM. He said the radio was illegal because it was not licensed by the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC). BBB said he was on July 2021 assigned the duty of taking Kanu's statement following a letter from the Attorney General of the Federation requesting that the IPOB leader be investigated for his alleged terrorism activities. The witness said he carried out the assignment in the company of 4 other colleagues. He said he handed Kanu the letter from the Attorney General of the Federation, which the defendant read and also gave his lawyers to read, following which he requested that Kanu respond to the issues raised in the letter. He said that after reading the letter, Kanu volunteered to make a statement in the presence of 2 of his lawyers, including Aloy Ejimoko. The witness said he played some of the broadcasts made by the defendant on his radio station, that's Radio Biafra, including where he called for the attack on police officers and made other inciting comments. Witness BBB said Kanu admitted that the voice in the broadcast which he played to his hearing was his, that's Kanu's own. On what Kanu was agitating about, the witness said Kanu wanted the secession of the 5 southeast states, parts of Kogi and Benue State, from the rest of Nigeria. The witness said the defendant's statement-taking section was recorded on video. At that point, Owomolo showed the witness a copy of a compact disc which BBB identified as containing the recording of his interaction with Kanu. Owomolo then applied to tender the letter from the Attorney General of the Federation, the disc, and a certificate of compliance. But lawyer to the defense, Kanu Agabi SAN, objected to the prosecution's application to tender the items, arguing that the defense was not served with the Attorney General of Federation letter and the video recording. Agabi said it was part of the right of the defendant to be given copies of all documents and materials that the prosecution planned to rely on in prosecuting the case. Owomolo said he was ready to furnish the defendant with all the necessary documents and materials that the prosecution wishes to rely on. Ruling Justice James Omotosho held that the defense was entitled to all the documents and materials the prosecution planned to rely on. Justice Omotosho proceeded to order the prosecution to, in line with the provision of Section 36 of the Constitution, serve on the defendant all facilities, including documents that it intends to rely on to prosecute the case. Upon an application by Owomolo, Justice Omotosho adjourned till May 7 to enable the prosecution to serve the defense of all the necessary documents and for the PW2 to continue his testimony. Earlier, the PW1 identified as PWAAA concluded his testimony after being cross-examined by Agabi and re-examined by Awomolo. Under cross-examination by Agabi, the witness said he was consulted in relation to the role he played in the case as an investigator before the charge in the case was filed. The witness said he is not aware that the defendant was charged with 15 counts, but that he is aware that Kanu was charged with inciting others to attack members of the police force. PWAAA said, "I was not part of the drafting of the charge, but I am aware that that's the defendant, incited people to kill members of the police force." Adding, said he is not aware that the count relating to that allegation was struck out from the charge in an earlier ruling. The witness also said he is not aware that 8 of the 15 counts contained in the original charge were struck out by the court in an earlier ruling. Shortly before PW1 was invited, Justice Omotosho issued an order barring a sister-in-law to the defendant, Ms. Favour Kanu, from further attending proceedings. The judge who barred Favour from the next 3 subsequent sittings of the court said the decision was informed by the conduct of the lady, who admitted engaging in a live stream of the court's proceeding on her social media platform. Before the judge issued the order, he sought to know who Favour Kanu was. The fair-complexioned lady, who was dressed in black and sat in the audience beside her husband, rose to her feet and identified herself as Favour Kanu. The judge then ordered her to come to the front of the courtroom, which she did, following which Justice Omotosho said he would cite her for contempt in the face of the court for recording the court sitting and broadcasting it. When asked what informed her action, Favour said she was streaming what was happening in the court live, but did not know that the judge was still sitting. She apologized and promised not to do same again. Agabi also intervened and begged the judge not to sanction the woman, but the judge incited that the lady must vacate the courtroom, which she did promptly. Please subscribe to our channel for more updates on this. See you on the next one.